In this episode, I'm going to be telling you guys the total cost of going to the UK to study. So whether you're going to study for your bachelor's, for your master's, or your PhD, I'm also going to be telling you how the new immigration laws, guidelines, and policy is affecting international students, the cost of studying in the UK for international students. And at the end, I'm going to add a bonus to tell you how you can go about solving the challenge of errors when you are looking to pay your fees if you're looking to go to the UK to study. So if this sounds like something you've been looking for online here on YouTube, why don't you give me just 1 second? I'm gonna dash off to the market and you guys already know what comes next. Let's get it.
You know the way I do it when I drop lyrical. Anytime I spit lyrical, philosophical. All the niggas mimical, but this fair still on taking literal. Punchlines collateral. Maximum damage.
Hello Chronicles, hello YouTube, how are you all doing today? It's still your value-based King Fuse out with another value-packed episode. Now this episode is brought to you guys courtesy of 100 Exports Limited. They are a company that specializes in supplying organic food to people all around Nigeria, and they also specialize in giving people farmland if you're interested in going into agriculture. So if you want to get a hold of them, if you want to get in contact with them, why don't you send them an email at 100exportslimited@gmail.com, and someone is going to be there to respond to your inquiry. Now let's get back to the content. Now at the start of this video, I said that we're going to be telling you about the total cost of going to the UK to study and how the present cost differs from the way it used to be before by virtue of the new immigration policies passed out by the Home Office in the UK. So it has changed. Before, if you were a primary applicant and you were going to the UK to study, it was affordable. It was not expensive at all. It was expensive depending on, it's kind of just, it's subjective, depending on your wallet, your capacity financially, but it was just okay. It was just in the mid-range, but now it's very expensive. And before, if you paid your tuition fee and stuff to the school, you got healthcare covered courtesy of that amount of money. But now it's totally changed. Now you have to pay your tuition fee to the university, pay for your accommodation, and you have to come and pay your healthcare surcharge. This is the consequence of the new immigration policy passed out by the Home Office. So before, your healthcare, like I said earlier, your healthcare insurance cover was actually attached to your tuition fee. Now you have to pay £624 for your healthcare cover. Now, many of you will say, well, Fuse, that's okay, 624 is okay, particularly for those who are going for their masters, because masters in the UK only last 18 months. But for those who are going to study for their bachelors and those who are going to study for their PhD, because your bachelor's could last as much as for 2 to some cases 5 years, your master's definitely lasts 4 years. You're going to pay £624 per year, and you're not going to pay it maybe individually. So this year you pay $624, next year you're going to pay it all together. So when you are applying for your visa, they're going to make you pay £2,805.50. You're going to have to pay this amount of money one time. It's criminal, it's crazy, but that's what has come into place ever since the new immigration policy kicked in. And many people will be saying, well, Fuse, they're supposed to kick in on the 1st of January 2024. No, sir. When it comes to finances, this is already in place, in motion, and has kicked in already. So if you don't know the amount of money you're going to need to prepare yourself to come to the UK to study, this is it, guys. This is it. For some strange reason, This information is being kept secret by agents or travel agencies that are processing educational admissions and stuff for people who are looking to go to the UK to study. If you even go to the ukgov.co.uk website, you're not going to see all the costs listed out there. You're just going to see healthcare surcharge, which is £624 for you to go, and they'll tell you can pay per year. You're going to go to the university's website, you're going to see the tuition fee, but there's a whole lot of money you need to pay. So let me break it down, guys. You're going to pay healthcare surcharge of £624. If you're going for your BSc, you're going to pay all the years you're going to study in the UK. You're going to pay it all at once. If you're going for your master's, it's more friendly. You're going to pay 1 year and 6 months worth of the fee. If you're going for your PhD, you're going to pay all 4 years. You're going to crash it into one payment. You're going to pay your visa application fee of $475. Yes, you're going to have to pay it in dollars. And even the healthcare surcharge, you're going to pay that in dollars as well. So it's going to be $2,805.50. That is what you're going to pay for your healthcare surcharge. Add that to the $475 you're going to pay for your visa application. And if you are in Nigeria, you will have to do it with TLS Contact. TLS Contact, you will have to either pay for the prime time booking or your premium lounge. That way you can get favorable time that is flexible, that can suit your schedule. When you're done, or when you are at the TLS Connect website, you would have to either pay for the regular visa processing or priority service. If you're paying for the priority service, I think it's £250, and you cannot pay in dollars, you have to pay in pounds. Okay, so this is what you need to know about the amount of money that you need to pay for your visa application. Now, this is independent or irrespective of your school. When it comes to school, your schools are a little bit more flexible. If the tuition fee is £17,000, you are going to be able to stagger it and pay in installments. So they might request you to pay an initial £3,000 that you're going to use to change your conditional offer to an unconditional offer. This is, of course, after you upload and submit all the required documentation. If you want to know about this documentation, I suggest you click to the video that's going to pop up here or here, where we talked about going to the UK to study for your PhD. The requirements are almost similar, so you can click on that video. You're going to pay an initial deposit of £3,000 depending on the university. Not all universities are the same. Some universities is more, some is less. So you're going to have to pay this, and your offer is going to be converted from conditional to unconditional. Then you can go ahead and pay your accommodation deposit if you want to stay on campus. Okay? Now, like I said earlier, universities give you the flexibility of paying for your tuition fee in installments. If your university does not do this, then you might need to leave that university and go to the one that gives you the freedom to pay in installments. If you're traveling with your family, if you are a family of one, husband, wife, and a daughter or a son, or husband and wife and a daughter and a son, if you're a family of 3, family of 4, 5, whatever amount, if you are applying for a visa for your family, the primary applicant is going to fill his visa application form separate, but in the application form, you will have to list your dependents. Now, even if your wife is earning more than you, as long as she's using your cash number to apply, she is your dependent. You're going to list the names and fill the column where you're going to list your dependents, how they relate with you, the date of birth, and all this stuff. You're going to fix your UWF number or your cash number. You're going to fill it in these columns. Then you're going to go and make individual applications for all your dependents. Your wife, your son, your daughter, everybody. You're going to make independent applications for them. And you're going to pay healthcare surcharges independently or separately for each of these people. If you're a family of 6 people, it means you're going to pay the $2,805.50 for each person that is going with you, which is obviously going to come up to $16,833. Then you're going to you're going to pay for the visa application fee as well, $475, and you're going to pay this for each and every one of them. It is expensive. But if this is what you want to do, this is how you have to do it. Okay, you have to be careful when you're filling the form so you don't make mistakes, because a mistake made could actually lead to you being denied your visa. Okay, they're gonna guess that this is what I meant and they're gonna help me. No, it doesn't work. Mistakes could actually ruin your chances. Okay, so you need to be careful when you are filling the form. Now, I said earlier, guys, I remember saying earlier that I'm going to give you a minor bonus telling you how to solve problems if you get into the problem of maybe you're trying to pay and the application form is declining your card. Usually, I recommend that you use a Visa card. Okay? There are 2 ways you could go about this. Use your Visa dollar card if you're paying for your healthcare surcharge and you're paying for your Visa application fee. Now, if you fill in the numbers, the name of the card holder, the card number, the expiry date of the card, and your security number, and it's still not working and it keeps declining, and bear in mind that for each application, if you enter this digit and your transaction gets declined 5 times, you would be required to fill the forms again and come back to this stage. So if you try it once or twice and you know you have the money and the transaction was always declined the whole time, get in contact with your bank and tell them to remove the restriction on your card. It means your daily transactionary limits is under some restriction. They'll review your card and remove whatever limit restriction you have on your card, and then you can be able to do this again. So this is what people that have had this problem, this is what I did for them. I recommended to them, and when they did it, it was able to go through and they were able to submit their healthcare surcharge and visa application forms online. If you want to do this, guys, don't do it during the day, particularly those who are in Africa. Don't do this during the day. Do this very early in the morning, usually from between 2 and 5 a.m. in the morning. Do it, because then the internet in most countries is fastest, okay? Those who are in Europe or in Asia, you can do this anytime, but this problem is peculiar to those in Africa. Okay? And the second option that you could use to make this payment is if you have friends and family members who are overseas, those in the US or those in the UK already, they could help you make this payment. Not for the healthcare surcharge and visa application fees, guys, because that is in dollars. The currency is dollars. If you have relatives in the US or in Canada, they can help you make this payment, because these are countries, add into the basket Australia, these are countries that use dollars, okay? They can help you make this payment. You will also meet this challenge when you're trying to pay for your accommodation deposit if you are staying on campus. You can get in touch with your friends or people you know who are already in the UK, and they can actually make this payment for you. And you can use PayPal and send the dollar equivalent to them, okay? Now, if you're paying for your healthcare surcharge and you're paying for your visa application fee, you cannot use PayPal. You can either use Google Pay, or you can use MasterCard, Visa Card, Discovery, and MasterCard, okay? These are the only mediums that you can use to make this payment. I hope this video was valuable to you guys. If it wasn't, or if there was something you thought I should have covered and I didn't cover, why don't you go down to the comment section, leave your inquiries down there, and I respond to every inquiry I see there. I'm always going to come around to responding to your inquiry. And if you got some value in this video, why don't you go on ahead, smash the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, like our videos, and share them with your friends and family members, particularly those who are interested in moving to the UK to study. In our next episode, I'm going to be coming out with more companies that are hiring people in Europe, particularly for those who are looking to go to the UK for work, okay? So if you don't want to miss that video, why don't you go ahead, smash the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, like the video, and share them with your friends. And if you want to know about a company that is hiring, offering visa sponsorship jobs to people who are looking to go to Europe, people who are looking to go to America, people who are looking to go to North Africa. I'm talking about America, US, I'm talking about Germany and stuff like this. Over 1,500 jobs, visa sponsorship jobs. Why don't you click on that video? It's going to pop up to my right and it's going to take you to that video so you can get that content. And until the next one, I remain your value-based King Fuse. I'll catch you guys on the next cut. Bye-bye for now.